in the trade from New York, and Bruce Brown signed in the offseason as a free agent from the defending champion Denver Nuggets. So Atlanta has the ball. Again, we will not see, at least they're not in the lineup, DeJounte Murray or Trae Young. And so the Hawks have it, and we're underway here in Indianapolis. In their 3 wins, they beat Cleveland, Memphis, and New Orleans on Saturday. Here's Brown, finds Mathurin.
But I like the attack.
Did not play in either of the 2 games in Memphis or Houston.
I thought that was short.
Halliburton averaged over 10 assists per game. Again, when you look up and down the roster, one of the reasons the Pacers improved from 25 to 35 wins as Bogdanović hits the 3 Friday against Cleveland. And both of these preseason home games against teams that they'll face in the in-season tournament.
Great pass. Really good pass there. That's what they expected when they got Tobin. It was the ability, and he showed it in just making that pass.
Ben has had games of 18 and 14 in the first 2 preseason games. Here's Halliburton for 3. 40% a year ago, made 161 in the 56 games that he played. Pacers and the Hawks tied at 10. That's
nice
a block.
Job. It really was a nice job there.
And Mathurin throws it down.
Yeah, he was able to get out and throw that down.
4 minutes gone by here, the opening quarter. Preseason game number 3. And that is Johnson. Pacers lead it 15-12. And Hunter, the basket, and they'll count it. He's going to start and make things happen for the Pacers. Here's Brown, extra pass.
It's the movement, though. He tried to get 2 feet in the paint, and the ball movement kept the defense, and particularly Johnson, from being able to get.
As Rick Carlisle said before the game, 0 makes a difference. Here's Toppin in the corner for another 3.
I really like how that's looked. I mean, this is with multiple people touching the ball, unlike what you just had with Atlanta. There's no reason. Yeah, and it was really a lot earlier, probably about 3:30 or 4 o'clock. I saw him working out, but Chris, he was winded. He was winded. Johnson makes a terrific pass inside Okongwu. You could see that he's bouncy, but he also knows how to pass it a little bit.
Jake Griffin is in.
Good basketball there.
Smith.
Yeah, really good basketball there.
Detroit, 14 points per game. Fourth year out of Villanova. It's McConnell, Smith, Hield, Shepard, and Nesmith, and count it for T.J. McConnell. He had a career best.
He gets wide open shots, he can make them. He's not a great defensive player, but he works at it. That's pure communication there. And Shepard was a part of it. Somebody's got to talk about the switch. You have to improve as a player. He has. It's his ball handling ability this year that he did not have last year. That's offensive.
He's guarded by Hield. Bogdanović has hit a 3 in this one. He started, has 5 points.
Good defense there in the post. That's what Griffin does. Griffin makes
points per game at Belmont. Pacers have it off and running.
It's still there by McConnell. He knows where the shooter is. This is what he does. Shepard's knocked it down. His teammates enjoying it.
When you look at a lot of these teams up and down the Eastern Conference, Nesmith hits again.
His ability to put it on the floor and find people. Okay, McConnell's having a heck of a day.
56 years old, played in a Final Four with Duke in Seattle in 1989, and that's Halliburton, show and go.
He does such a good job. It didn't matter. He made a really good read defensively.
Good hands by Toppin, saves it.
Got it up, throw it up. A little bit of a rub-in that time by Tyrese Halliburton.
And now running the other way is Okongwu. Yeah, it was interesting because it went from Hield to...
And then Miles was able to get a block. That was a really good team defense.
Mathurin inside, put it in, and that's Indiana again outletting the ball. Smith has it. Indiana by 19. They've blown it open here in the second quarter. Hield to Smith for 3.
Halliburton got a little something on at that time to drop it to Buddy Hield, make the pass. what Rick Carlisle, what the staff is able to do, Kelly Crosskoff, Chad Buchanan, is upgrade the roster. You got better players. Your practices are going.
Turner has 3 block shots tonight with his 10 points. And that's a 3 by DeAndre Hunter.
You got to make him pay for it.
Knocked away, Brown. Pacers have a 3-on-1.
He missed it before, but he was prepared for it this time, and I mean madly.
And Toppin again has it blocked by a Kongwu.
It's still the man.
And back-to-back shots by Bufkin.
It'll probably be offensive. One of the strong suits has got to be defense.
Turner hit 2 threes in the first half, has his third. 20-point Pacers lead. Walker out there, the rookie, with Halliburton, Brown, Mathurin, and Smith.
He just drew it.
Has great range in his 4th year out of Iowa State. Native of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Matthews. He did that. He just checked in. And he's alone in the corner for 3, and they've cut it now to a 16-point game.
Just driving right into him.
McConnell inside. Walker has his first basket. Pacers shot 41% from 3-point range in the first half. They made 12. They've made 3 here in the 3rd quarter. Tough shot by Griffin.
It sure was, because he was the wrong way and behind.
McConnell cut off. Matthews there. 2 30-year-old veterans. McConnell made him pay.
He sure did. Turned him right around. And Matthews couldn't do anything about it.
It's an 11-point Pacers lead.
They went through a little bit of his own.
Hield in front of the Hawks bench. Hits the 3.
Timely 3. There's a lot of similarity. I mean, if you really understand basketball, it's still a game of geometry. And you've got to be able to understand where the opportunities to improve it. But anyway, with Mike Krzyzewski, good coaches, they'll beat you with your team and they'll beat you with their team. They find a way to get a win regardless.
This could be a single-digit game. Griffin hits a 7-point game. The director of Pacers basketball, Kyle Jenish, is our technical director. And the men and women that work on our crew each and every night, great to be with them. And a much-needed 3, his 3rd from Buddy Hield. 35% from 3-point range.
Yeah, they'll let him shoot. He will shoot it.
And Jackson gets it from McConnell. On a night that Tyrese Halliburton played for the first time. That nearly came to Rick Carlisle. Here's Fernando. Jordan Ward getting the call to check in. Stop and go by Forrest. Cut off. Jackson there in the corner. Matthews for 3.
And he took it, but he's had to learn along the way. He was to Detroit, and that worked out a little bit. Then it didn't work out, but he's gone down.
As you said, now with the Boston Celtics.
Jeff, he knows basketball. He had his brother. He's got an impact on the game. I'm glad to see one go down for Ward. Because where he was struggling was impacting the game, because he's typically a catch. Wong was the guy, if those of you who follow Indiana basketball, Wong was on the Miami team that beat the Hoosiers. But he was really not.
16 seconds to play. Trent Forrest guarded by Jarris Walker. And put it in. It's a 4-point game, 7 seconds.
They're not going to foul him. Doesn't make any difference. And they're not going to foul. You were hoping that the Pacers came and played well at home in front of their home fans. Rick Carlisle and Quinn Snyder, they have a great relationship.